Jayden Daniels he may just be the most talented quarterback in the 2024 NFL draft class, just based off his athleticism and the special things that he can do on the football field. Now, as a thrower, that's probably a little bit of a stretch because, Caleb Williams is really good. I'm really excited to see what Drake May can do in the NFL. He's probably got the best arm in the draft. But as a complete dual threat, Jayden Daniels is that guy for this draft class. He just is. He is this year's Anthony Richardson. He is this year's Lamar Jackson. He really can do a lot of different things as a dynamic playmaker for your football team. But I think that basically with how the draft is going to fall, I think that the Raiders could either get him at 13 or maybe even into the second and third round, depending on how the rest of the combine and things kind of go throughout the rest of the season here, if they in fact do want to go with quarterback. But to give you a little bit of an idea on who Jayden Daniels is and give you our draft profile on the man, we'll go ahead and start out here. Was a former was a former Arizona State Sun Devil there, 17 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions in his freshman year there. And yes, did stay there a couple of years. Now, who else do we know from Arizona State? I can't quite remember. Oh yeah, Antonio Pierce, who had some crossover with him. So spent a couple of years there at Arizona State before transferring to LSU and tearing the cover off the football, especially in his senior year in 2023, where he won the Heisman Trophy. And then, yes, when you watch him on tape, there's a couple of different things that you really like. First off, yes, we mentioned it, great athleticism. The way that he can throw the football, the way that he can run in space, and the problems he poses for your defense as a runner, it really is a lot of fun to watch. The deep ball accuracy is there. That, to me, is probably, other than his running ability, is one of the strongest parts of his game. He consistently gets it into a place where only his guy can get it, and it's just always throws them in straw. You love to see it. I think he's got a good but not great arm. When you look at him, there's a couple of things that, yes, even though he does have good deep ball accuracy, there's still some things that I'd like to see from a touch and velocity aspect. But overall, I think he's got a very good arm. I think he's got more than what it takes to succeed in the NFL. As far as the cons, so when I say arm strength, clearly we just said he has a very good deep ball, but I'm talking about more of the intermediate to middle range type of throws, the short intermediate range type of throws, where you have to fit in some tight windows, maybe hit some corner routes. I do have a little bit of question on that, especially when I watch him against Alabama. I do have questions also how his style will translate to the NFL. Does he have the arm to be able to keep up with it? Yes, he's got the athleticism. I'm not worried about his speed, but does he have the arm to be able to make all the throws? That's going to be something that we definitely keep an eye out for. His improv skills. When you watch him on tape, his offense is built around being in a rhythm and being able to push the ball down the field and do a lot of different things there. And I really do wonder how he's going to be able to think on the fly, make plays on the fly in the NFL, and really go from there, because that's such an important skill for a young quarterback coming into the league. And like I said, if we're talking about just talent, Jayden Daniels is going to be a dangerous man, just a dangerous player. But at the same time, just because you can run a 4.4, you got to remember that everybody in the NFL can run a 4.4. Doesn't matter. Jayden Daniels can do himself a lot of good by showing good at the combine, from throwing, maybe even at the Senior Bowl. No matter what it is, he needs to be able to show that he can make all of the throws, do all of the different things, and I still think that'll be a first-round quarterback. So, and honestly, some NFL scouts might be turned off at the fact that, yes, there was really only 1 year where he blew up. Honestly, his first year at LSU wasn't bad, but this being the only year that was really 1 year where he showed to be dominant, where he ran for over 1,000 yards and threw it for over 3,800 yards. Again, I think it does come down to just showing the consistency, showing the ability to do some different things, and really go from there. But hey, let us know what you guys think about the Las Vegas Raiders needing to draft Jayden Daniels and our draft profile. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and down below all that wonderful stuff. And at the end of the day, let us know what you guys think about the Raiders needing to draft LSU quarterback Jayden Daniels.